Okay, on page 107, you're going to write. This one's going to be simple. Write about what you know about active listening. And I'm going to try to do this justice. Okay, have you heard of active listening before?
Yes.
I have a yes. Okay. Do you know anything about it? Okay. All right, so this is a huge topic. I'm going to do just a little snippet on it. Here's the gist of it. Are you guys putting your screen down so I have your attention? Please, please, and thank you. When somebody tells you something that they're having a problem, I want you to think of somebody telling you they have some sort of problem. They're expressing to you some statement, right? They're talking to you. They have a problem. You with me? Are you able to picture someone? Maybe an actual case? One of your friends, they're coming to you, they're saying something to you, you know they have a problem. How do you know they have a problem? They're worried. And that's a perfect example because there's an emotion embedded in worried. If you're worried, what emotion are you feeling?
Like, scared.
Scared, yeah. And remember, scared or fear or worry, there's all vast ranges of that, right? I could be terrified, that's one. Or I could be afraid, that's another. Or I could be worried. You see how there are different ranges or different magnitudes of fear, right? But there's an emotion embedded in there. I would say that's a problem. So here's what active listening entails. You become a counselor. Have you guys ever been to a counselor like I have? Or a therapist like I have? Or a couples counselor like I have? Okay, this is what they do. They active listen, all right? And so you want to try to, if you can in your life, develop a tiny little skill of this. You don't have to become a therapist necessarily, but if you know this skill, you can help out a lot of people, all right? You can help your friends work through this problem. So the problem is some sort of fear. So let's say it's that person that Natalia mentioned. Here's what active listening involves. You want to say back to the person, you're worried that your interaction or whatever this happened might cause this to happen, right? You're trying to feed back to them their feelings. And as you feed back the feelings, they clarify to you yes or no. They say, no, I was worried because of this. And then you know you were on the wrong track. And now you feed that back. And you say, okay, you were worried because this. And they go, yes. If you get a yes from the person, it means you're on the right track. You're active listening into their problem. You with me? As they feed back the problem to you and continue to repeat it, guess what they're doing? They're solving their problem. You following me on this? Okay, so you're not judging them. You're not solving it for them, right? You're not telling them, why don't you do this? Nothing like that. You're just simply feeding back the emotion they're pouring out at you or giving to you. Does this make sense? Are you kind of with me on this? Now, why does a person need to talk through their own problem? Because believe it or not, when we have a problem, we don't always know. Are you with me? We don't know what our problem is. We don't know what we really feel. We're not sure about it. But as we talk and talk and talk, we start to solve our own problem. Okay? And in fact, the theory goes that this is the only way to really solve a problem, is to let a person solve their own problem. Are you following me? So active listening is the idea that you are serving another person as a counselor-ish, right? Because we're not professionals, we're not licensed, but we're doing it colloquially or conversationally where we're helping them sort of feel out exactly where they stand. Are they just afraid? Are they really afraid? Is it bigger? Is it deeper? Or is it less? And as they start to feed that back and you say, so you're feeling worried about this issue. They say yes or no. You go down that road. They say yes or no. You go down that road. And as you go down these roads and they keep feeding back the problem to you, eventually it gets to a point where it kind of ends. They're there. They've solved their problem and you're done. And believe it or not, it's very satisfying for both parties. It's extremely satisfying for them because they're solving an issue that's going around up here, right? And it's satisfying for you because you've done a very good thing. You've helped a person work through this. Kind of cool? Okay, so this is it. Your only assignment is write about what you know about active listening. You're going to do it on page 107. You have about 4 minutes. Go.